the Dictionary of Body Language. So I opened up the book and it's to this page. It says genital covering. If you place your hands together over our genitals or crotch in certain situations, I think men do this. In elevators, for example, where men will look at the numbers or the door while doing so. This behavior can be effective in dealing with social anxiety or if someone is standing too close. Wow, is this a whole section on genitals? It is. Crotch grabbing. This behavior, made famous by Michael Jackson while dancing, shocked many when he first performed, yet today it's quite common in entertainers. There are many theories as to why some men do this: to garner attention, as a manhood display, or merely to adjust for comfort. On adult males, it can be quite disturbing if done repetitively and at a close distance, such as an office, as women have reported to me. It certainly should be avoided in public. All right, so pick a body part and I'll tell you what the body language correlates to for it. Okay, what does the book say about the siren gaze? Let's see. Maybe I'll look under eye contact. Do you know excessive sweating is a thing? Eye avoidance? Eye glazed? No. Oh my God, exposing the soles of the feet is a thing. All right, I'll read that next. Eye contact, page 30. Eye contact is governed by cultural norms and personal preferences, also autism. In some cultures, it is permissible to look at someone for 3 to 4 seconds. While in others, anything beyond 2 seconds is considered rude. Culture also determines who can look at whom. Even in America, eye contact is determined by what area of the country you are from. In New York City, staring at someone for more than a second and a half might be perceived as an affront. Particular ethnic and cultural groups have their own norms. For instance, many African American and Hispanic children are taught to look down when addressed by elders as a form of respect. I don't know if that's like about the siren gaze per se. Ooh, but this is interesting. Gaze superiority. All over the world, studies have shown that high status individuals engage in more eye contact while both speaking and listening. Less powerful people tend to make more eye contact with these higher status individuals while listening, but less while speaking. In Japan, as well as other Asian Pacific countries, this is even more pronounced. Incidentally, we tend to favor individuals who make direct eye contact with us, especially if they are of higher status. Eye contact from high social status individuals, movie stars, for instance, makes us feel favored. Frequent blinking. Okay, gaze engaging. This might be siren gaze. This is a behavior intended to get the attention of another person in a warm or romantic way. What makes this behavior stand out is the softness of the face and the repeated attempts to connect eye to eye, always with gentleness of the face, eyes, and mouth. We most often see this in dating settings where it lets other people know you are interested in further contact or proximity. I have seen strangers engaging gazes across broad spaces, communicating their yearning. Blech. Gay. You know this book? I almost got two other books, one about Edward Snowden and one about I think a former FBI guy who was something about like figuring out if people are lying along the same lines, right? What does the book say about grabbing someone's tit? Should I look under grabbing? Wow, there's so many. There's an entry for almost everything. Grabbing the crotch. Oh, but not grabbing. Okay, ear. Junior, want to hear ear, like ear touching? Okay, ear stuff. Wow, turns out I can't spell. Okay, page 43. Okay. Pulling on or massaging the earlobe tends to have a subtle smoothing effect when we are stressed or merely contemplating something. I associate earlobe rubbing with doubt, hesitation, or weighing of options. In some cultures, it means that a person has reservations or is not sure about what is being said. Actor Humphrey Bogart was notorious for playing with his earlobe as he pondered questions. Oh, this I have noticed. If your ears get red, ear blushing or flushing, sudden noticeable flushing of the skin of the ear as well as other parts of the body, face, neck, may be caused by anger, embarrassment, hormonal changes, reactions to medicine, arousal, or caused by fear or anxiety. The skin covering the ear turns pink. The skin might also feel hot to the touch. Just having one's personal space being violated might cause this reaction. Most people have no control over skin blushing, and for some, it's very embarrassing. Well, this is dumb. They're like, if you lean your ear in to listen, that means you're listening. We already knew that. Okay, mouth. Good night, Mister wants to hear about mouth stuff. No surprise there. Okay, let's decipher. This is a very cool book and it's small, so you can just fit it in your purse. Just fun when you're on a train and you're like, I want to learn things. What that mouth do? This is interesting. Okay. Loud, short exhaling. Like this type of exhale where the lips are slightly open indicates high stress or frustration. People exhibit this behavior when hearing bad news or when confronted with a difficult situation. It helps relieve stress, especially when angry. I think I do this a lot. Cathartic exhaling. Exhaling with puffed out cheeks and tight lips indicates that stress is being experienced or has passed. Because sometimes I'll just be like working and I'll be like, you might see this when a test or an interview is over or after a near accident. This exhale is very audible and takes longer to perform than the above. I also hear muffin exhaling a lot. And I'm like, girl, why are you stressed? Affirmative inhaling, sucking in air through the corners of your mouth. How do you do that? Ew, saliva balls. Chewing gum is an effective pacifier. Chewing vigorously might signal concern or anxiety. All right, some of these are, ooh, this is what it says about yawning. Yawning is an excellent pacifier as it relieves pent up stress by stimulating nerves in the jaw, specifically the temporomandibular joint. It was also recently discovered that the rapid intake of air when we yawn cools the blood circulating within the palate of the mouth and like a car radiator the blood going into the brain. Yawning may indicate that someone is too hot, or as I often found during interviews, that interviewee was severely stressed. Babies wrapped too warmly will also yawn with greater frequency as they help to cool down. Oh, yeah, this is written by Joe Navarro, retired FBI special agent. Interesting. I do. Why do I touch my nose? All right, let's find out. Probably, I'm going to guess anxiety is the answer. LMN, nose tapping, signaling. Is that a tap or a signal? It's like a nose rubbing. Oh, 49. I think 49. Imagine I'm like reading something that makes me sound bad. Index finger to nose, placing the index finger under the nose or on the side of the nose for, oh, like doing this is sometimes associated with pensiveness. I don't know if that's what I'm doing. Oh, snap. Okay, okay. Nose brushing. The distinctive behavior of brushing one's nose very slightly several times with the index finger is usually associated with stress or psychological discomfort, though it can present in some pondering something dubious or questionable. Great. Great. I guess I'm in psychological distress. Butt stuff. You guys want to learn about butt stuff? This is body language, not giving front wedgies. Body language about exposing the soles of your feet. In many parts of the world, especially the Middle East, Africa, and parts of Asia, displaying the sole of your foot is considered insulting. Oops. When traveling abroad, be careful how you sit, resulting in an ankle or a knee exposes your soles. It is usually preferable to either keep both feet on the ground or to drape one leg over the opposite knee so that the sole is pointing down. Oh, bouncy happy feet. You'll see that like when people cross their legs. We sometimes register an emotional high with happy feet. The feet are animated and jumpy. This is certainly visible in children when you tell them you're taking them to a theme park, for example, but we also see it in adults. Poker players, for instance, might bounce their feet under the table when they have a monster hand. While the feet themselves might not be visible, often they will see the clothing start to shake or tremble all the way up to the shoulders. Oh boy. If you're wiggling your toe, you're feeling good about yourself or anticipating an event, excitement. I guess a lot of this stuff is common sense. Do you guys really want to hear about butt stuff? Buttocks, the hips or buttocks shifting. Hip swiveling or buttock wiggling is a way of dealing with stress, boredom, or the fatigue of sitting in one place. People might also do this during contentious debates, either when their emotions have been riled up or just afterward as a process of calming down. You rarely see this with couples early in their relationship. It tends to show up, if at all, down the road when there are issues. Hip torso rocking. Individuals under psychological duress might rock forward and backward at the hips while sitting. Severe stress, such as witnessing the death of a loved one, will initiate this behavior. Oh, that's like classic rocking in your seat. Or if they suffer from a mental disorder like autism. Hip swing. When bored, we might find ourselves standing and swaying our hips. Oh, I do that all the time. Like when I'm just standing around, I can't stand still. Swaying our hips causes the fluids and hairs in our inner ear to move, and that sensation is very soothing. Okay. Hip out display. Oh, you mean like standing in like contrapposto? Hip out displays are usually seen in courtship behavior to invite notice. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about genital touching. Oh, let's see if there's something in here about man spreading. Yep, there is. Legs spreading apart, sitting. Long legs are suddenly set wider apart while sitting during an interview or a conversation suggests greater comfort or confidence. This is a universal territorial display. The further apart they are, the more territory is being claimed. The behavior is more pronounced by men. See, it's not your fault that you're man spreading. That's an interesting little book. Did you guys want to hear about that stuff? Hand rubbing? You want to hear about hand rubbing? Like hand holding, hand grooming, hand shakes, hands in pockets. Wow, there's a big hand section. Hand wringing, hand steeping, hands on palms, rubbing. Maybe that's what you mean. 135. Rubbing hands on palms. Rubbing our fingers across the palm of our hand is a pacifier. When it is done repetitively with increased pressure, there's high anxiety and concern. We rub the palm either with the fingertips of the same hand or against the opposite hand. So basically everything is pacifying. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Love you, get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.